If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5%. Alrighty, hey there guys, Deandre here, aka Jedi Bro 95, coming at you guys with another video. Sorry I had to stretch there real quick. But in this video, guys, is going to be basically recapping over the last couple of days. I didn't make a video yesterday just because I just forgot to, and I have no excuse for that, so I do apologize. But today we going over the Wildcard Wednesday cards that came out a couple of days ago, and then the LTDs that came out yesterday, as well as the patch that came out today, and the news on the Gridiron Forge and the new season. So strap in, guys. There is a lot to go over, but you know, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't really know. But so for the Wildcard Wednesdays that weren't revealed, there's Tyson Alualu. We've all seen this card, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Then we have Kyle Rudolph for the Giants and for the Vikings. I believe Tyson Alualu is Jaguars and Steelers, and I think that's about it. I don't necessarily remember what teams he played for. So just a reminder, guys, when it comes to the teams LTDs, here are all the players that all the teams LTD. Every team gets 2 LTDs, 1 offensive and 1 defensive, just like they did last year. So as of yesterday, this was yesterday. We still are missing Washington's, Pittsburgh's, Houston's, Cincinnati, and Chicago. And hang on, Washington, Pittsburgh, Houston, Detroit, Cincinnati, and Chicago. So that was as of yesterday. So today, for the LTDs they released, the first one was Kendall Fuller for Washington. 93 speed, 96 man, 93 zone. You know, he's okay. He's okay, honestly. I really don't have a complaint about this card. Obviously on a Washington football and a Kansas City Chiefs team is going to be significantly better. But that's just unfortunate that's just the way the game is designed with cards. Then we have Deandre Swift for the Lions. Honestly, this card is actually very solid. 90 also has 92 speed, but he has 93 change of direction, 95 carrying, 94 agility, 96 excel. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Yeah, he gets Lions Cam, just Lions Cam, because he is a sophomore. But this card is actually not that bad. He's okay. I really don't have a problem with this card other than his speed. Running back, 97 speed running back isn't the worst at this point in the game. But obviously with next gen being more of a big back kind of game, this card does get a little bit left behind. But, Lions teams, I think, would be very happy to see this. So now let's move on to the title update, guys. Now, this title update was supposed to, and I mean that with the biggest quotation marks possible, supposed to fix the RPOs, but they didn't. They straight up did not. So, new title update today will be released for Madden 21, which provides fixes to franchise mode, and NFL authenticity, X Factor, Superstar, yada yada yada, and for those pesky RPOs. Gridiron notes for EA's article. So here's the key highlights. So for authenticity updates, here are the authenticity ones. If you really care for it, I don't really know. If you really care for it, go ahead and have a look. I don't really care too much. These ones I actually kind of do care about a tiny bit. So new X Factors, Kyler Murray got first one free for his X Factor. Dak Prescott got Blitz Radar. Josh Allen got Bazooka. Cooper Kupp got Rack 'em Up. Terry McLaurin got Ankle Breaker. Cameron Hayward picked up Fearmonger, and DK Metcalf for my Seahawks picked up Double Me. So those were the X Factors, the new players that got X Factors. There were players that got Superstar abilities, and then there were players who got nothing. So for Superstars, Justin Herbert got a card. I think he got Sideline Deadeye and Pass Lead Elite for his abilities. Deebo Samuel, they gave him Mid in Elite and Slot-O-Matic, I think. Austin Eckler, they gave him Backfield Master and something else, I can't remember. Wyatt Teller, they gave him Post Up and Nasty Streak. Marshawn Lattimore was Deep Route KO and something else. Trevon Diggs was literally Pick Artist and Acrobat, which makes sense. Matthew Judon got Edge Threats and another ability. Mike Williams got Deep Out Elite and Outside Apprentice. Jamar Chase, I think he got Deep in Elites and another ability, I can't remember. Vita Vea, I straight up cannot remember his abilities. Mark Andrews got Matchup Nightmare and another ability, and then Ryan Jensen, unfortunately, I don't remember them at this time. So those were the players that did get ability updates, superstar upgrades, and upgrade to X Factor. They also say here, be on the lookout for another ability update towards the end of the year. Already on the watch list is Jonathan Taylor, Cordero Patterson, and JC Jackson. Hopefully they do give somebody like Justin Jefferson an upgrade. I feel like he was deserving of one today. I don't know why they didn't give Justin Jefferson one. Another one I think that should have gotten a upgrade, in my personal opinion. I can't remember what team he plays for. No, I think it was Deebo Samuel, and he did get one. Never mind. Yeah, Deebo Samuel, right here. Duh. Anyway, so downgraded from X Factor to Superstar today, we had Julio Jones, Jamal Adams, Michael Thomas, J.J. Watt, Devin McCourty, and Xavier Howard all lost their X Factor. They kept their abilities, but they lost their X Factor. And then players that lost Superstar altogether were Saquon Barkley, OBJ, Kenny Galladay, Allen Robinson, Josh Allen for the Jaguars, Cole Beasley, Trent Brown, Byron Jones, Kenny Clark, and Ollie Marpet. So those players were dead cards. Those players lost their X Factor, lost all abilities and X Factors. If they did have them, I think Odell had. I think out of all these players, I think Allen Robbins. No, who had it? I think there was somebody that had an X Factor. I think it was Saquon. I think Saquon had first one free, but then they just straight up got rid of all of it. Ability updates, pick earning, tuning to significantly reduce catch knockout chance after the catch has been secured. This will prevent knockouts caused by contact from either opponent's receiver or teammate defender on picks. I will be the judge of that once I do see a lot of people playing with it and stuff of that nature. I will be the judge of that because I refuse to believe that that one certain ability is the key to getting interceptions in this game. I refuse. Anyways, so for gameplay updates, they added logic for defenders to attack quarterback more aggressively when scrambling on RPOs and wide receiver plays. This is not true. They tried it, but it doesn't work as good as it should. Added logic for defenders to recognize ineligible player downfield on RPO and wide receiver plays so they can break into a pursuit faster and attack the ball carrier. Basically, once they realize that there's an ineligible man downfield, they all just attack the quarterback. So that way, even if the quarterback throws the ball away, or passes the ball, and they get even a touchdown, well, it gets called back because of an illegal man downfield. This one I have noticed a tiny bit. They just break into a pursuit immediately. Doesn't mean they catch him, but they break into a pursuit immediately. I will say that. Tuning to improve the pursuit of pitch and read defenders on RPO replay, so they will pursue the quarterback when he keeps the ball after initially choosing to key on the quarterback. So basically, the pitch and read guys their pursuit got improved, which I don't necessarily know about that one. I have not really seen it. Fix an issue causing the read defender to tackle the wide receiver in RPOs. I've never actually noticed this one at all, so that one's actually kind of funny. Fix an issue causing the tight end streaks to take an outside release stem at the beginning of the route. Thank God for that. I don't understand why EA put that in the patch to begin with in the last one. I don't know why they changed the tight end streak to, going out by like a centimeter and then taking off. I think it was stupid. They should just streak up the field. Tuning to kick power so that kickers with 99 kick power have the ability to make 66-yard field goals in the right condition. Note, because we saw a new NFL record for field goal distance this year by Justin Tucker, we have updated the max kick distance to reflect this amazing accomplishment. In order to pull off 66-yard field goals, you will need to achieve max kick power while pointing the kick arc all the way down, while also not having the wind or weather negatively impacting the kick. So that actually brings me to another question. If you do have the wind in your favor, like say you have a 10-mile wind blowing behind your kick, and you are in that position, can you just get it larger than 66 yards? Because I know the wind does affect your kick, but if you can get within like 70 yards and you have like 15-mile-per-hour winds blowing behind you and stuff like that, can you not just kick at 70 yards? I don't know. That would be insane, honestly. That would be pretty insane, but You know what? That would be like an end of the year type of thing anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Fixed an issue that's sometimes preventing the defensive player from making adjustments after flipping the play. I noticed this one. I played against a fucking loser a few days ago who was calling gun bunch and then flipping it every play, and then every time I would try to make adjustments afterwards, it would freeze my defense. Like I couldn't make other adjustments, and that was just bullshit because people could fucking do that crap. So I'm glad to see that they did fix that as well. Improved a DB press animation that was taking the receiver too far off his route. Basically, like when you press a defensive back, the defensive back would actually push the DB out from his route, so it actually would throw off the timing and or the route itself, and you could actually like you know get I don't know why they have that, but yeah, I do notice that, and I did notice that a couple of times, and yeah, thank God they fixed that. Fix an issue preventing the player from always showing up on co-op offline franchise games. Proved in tuning to improve tight end catching the ball in the flat when thrown by the CPU when thrown by a CPU controlled QB. Pardon me. And then tuning to improve pursuit angles versus ball carriers using truck in the open field. So basically air trucking. So they improved the pursuit angles to the air trucking. Now, the RPO glitch, it's still in the game. It's not going away. And I just, at this point, there's only two things they can really do. Well, three. One is for Madden Ultimate Team, make escape artist like 15, 20 AP. Just make it so that way escape artist is not usable. To be completely honest, now that'd be a temporary solution, but there's still some other problems with it because if you got a really fast quarterback like Lamar right now has like 97 speed on a Ravens theme team or 95 speed on a Ravens theme team if I remember correctly. So it's not like that's a permanent solution. Plus, also, 95 speed Lamar Jackson, he could still get out the pocket no problem, even without escape artist. So that leads me to my next point, even without the escape artist change, and that is just, well, I think personally, just get rid of RPOs. Just take them out of the game. You tried to fix it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like you didn't. You tried. Even if it is a very small try, you did. But at this point, I think it would be just better for the overall health of the game and the overall enjoyment of the game if you just take it out of the game completely. Just take out all RPOs from the playbooks. Now that one may not happen this year because there would be a lot of updates that they would have to do. But I think you gotta do something about this, EA. Like just take RPOs out of the game or have it just to where if the quarterback doesn't pass the ball, he automatically hands it off. You get rid of the option for the quarterback to keep the ball. Personally, I don't care if people get upset about the fact that RPOs, you could keep it with the quarterback and run. That's called a read option. That's called a read option or a zone run. That's not a run pass option. Okay, a run pass option is you hand the ball off to the running back or you pass it immediately, depending on what the defense does. The RPO isn't where you keep it with your quarterback, and then you run with it. No, it's not that. That is what a read option is. That is what a fucking zone run is. The zone read is. So, I think personally, they just need to make it to where either the offense just hands the ball off immediately in RPOs, or they just get rid of RPOs out of the game. I would go with the first one. The second one, just make it to where they automatically hand off because I don't think they're going to get rid of the RPO out of the game entirely. Moving on to franchise updates. So, fix an issue where loading a draft class through scouting would sometimes cause a disconnect or crash. That's a bummer. I don't really play franchise, but I'll still read these out. Fix an issue where creating a league and using real-life rosters will result in an error. Fix the crash when selecting download for the Madden share while using real-life regular season week 1 as starting point. Fix an issue where users would get error messages when creating cloud franchises using real-life roster options and regular season starting point. General stability improvements. And fix an issue with simulations in offline franchises where every quarterback's longest pass would be 25 yards. Alright, so like I said, I don't really play franchise, and it kind of sucks because franchise did get a little bit of a bummer news today that all of the news was canceled. Like all of their big updates that they promised were canceled. That is a bit of a bummer, and I do feel bad for the franchise guys at this point because how are you just gonna neglect like a good percentage of your community? Now, to be fair, I've heard some people say that EA is still gonna work on them despite what the other news suggests. Like I saw something about IGN saying that it was going to be fixed, that they were still going to do franchise updates. So I don't necessarily know where they're going to go with it, but it is something that I want to see for the game, just because I want to see franchise guys be happy. However, I just, as much as I hate to say this, it wouldn't be surprising to me is if in a few years EA just cuts franchise out of the game in general. I do think that's a terrible idea, don't get me wrong, and because there are people who do play this game for the franchise mode, and that's fine. You know, you play whatever you want. I'm not here to judge you and say, well, you can't play franchise, you should play MUT, or you should play regs. I personally don't give a fuck. Play whatever the hell you want to play. But if you're talking from EA standpoint, we all know EA is the greediest company in the world besides maybe 2K. And, you know, there's just something about the fact that, you know, the fact that franchise doesn't make the money like MUT does, it really just seems like it's gonna be the only matter of time before EA cuts franchise. But as sad as it is to say, that's probably what is gonna happen. But let me know what you guys think about the patch in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Also, before I get I actually did forget about this real quick. So there is no Gridiron Forge news today. They did not say that there was going to be, the Gridiron Forge is actually going to be coming out on Monday. So we don't know who the player is. We'll probably see what the Gridiron Forge player is going to be on the weekend. More likely Sunday night. We'll see what it is. And then in terms of the season, they actually said that they're going to update the season on Wednesday next week. Now, again, rewards we don't know yet. We'll probably find those out on Tuesday. But though I feel like just putting those in this video just in case, you know, people do not know yet. So with that being said, guys, now I'm out. Peace.